We're going to call this surprise soup. This started out because there's a restaurant in Fremont that has split pea soup, and everybody from Costco started going there. They only had it on Tuesdays. It was really creamy and delicious, and it had like bacon fat on the top, and you saw the little shiny fat balls on top. It was fantastic. So I originally started making it like that. You take the split peas and you'd cook it, and then you would puree it. I used canned milk to make it rich, and then I would put bacon and bacon fat in it, and that's the kind of soup I made. This time I'm going to make it different. I'm going to make it vegetarian, and I'm just going to make it and see what happens. I'm start with a package of peas, and this is from 2015, so it's about a year and a half old. I've also got lentils. Peas and lentils go together really well. Just for some variety, I'm going to throw in some lentils. I've got orange and brown mixed up. I'm going to put a handful of that in for color. And then I got these really cool black lentils. Again, a handful. And now it looks like that. Okay, now you can put water in it. Make sure nothing floats to the surface. These don't have rocks or anything like the old days. You really don't have to wash them, but I'm going to put some water in here. I put just enough water to cover it. And I'm going to add a bouillon cube. I'm going to taste the water, maybe add 2. Using bouillon cubes because I got them for a nickel. This is a gluten-free recipe. However, reading this, I realized that they have yeast extract in here made from barley. So if you're a celiac person that's going to go into anaphylactic shock, this is not going to work. This doesn't bother me, but you know, read your labels and make sure you're not putting something in there if you can't handle gluten, because barley has gluten. One of those. Now normally that's about it. I'm going to turn this on, but I'm going to put in some celery and carrots and onions. If you don't want to put the stuff in, you need to put celery seed in here. Celery gives it this nice bitter back taste that's really important. But I'm going to actually put the celery with the leaves, which are nice and bitter. If you look on recipes online, they'll saute this, they'll do all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to boil it right in there. No fuss. And when this is all cooked up, I'm going to probably puree it somewhat. And so there'll still be some chunks, and some of it will just get pureed in. And I'm going to add milk to it later too to cream it. Which is why I'm not using that much water at this time. It's going to be very thick, and then I'm going to add milk. This is what it looks like to start. Now the secret ingredient is going to be liquid smoke, if you can find it, because I'm not putting pork in it. People use ham bones, they use bacon and stuff. This is vegetarian. I'm going to put a little bit of smoke liquid in here. About a 1/4 teaspoon to start, not much. This has been cooking for about 45 minutes. It actually cooked up a lot faster than I thought. You saw that I put a little bit of water on top, and I started boiling it, and it absorbs immediately, and so about 1 more cup of water went into it after that, and this is what I get. I get this very thick, and then I'm going to thin it out with whole milk. If you have more water in it and you're juicier, you can use canned milk instead. And Lauren pointed out that if chicken bouillon makes it not vegetarian, feel free to use vegetarian bouillon cubes if you want a vegetarian meal. And I'm going to eyeball some milk in there. You saw what I poured. And I've got my little, I'm going to do this. All right, it's very thick. Now, it's going to thicken up more even tomorrow. And so I'm going to just thin it out right now, but if you have it in your fridge, you're probably going to have to add more milk to the next day. I don't know why it keeps absorbing, but it does. There we go, people. Because soup is like a warm hug.